Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from whatever you watch this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. The housing levy suffers because of the following factors. 1. Openness. 2. Opaqueness. 3. Accountability and ambiguity. And all these four factors also are raised when in regards to the Finance Act, the whole of it. So Robert KAMWARA says the issue of housing levy is full of opaqueness. And by the way, when I see the word opaque, wanashtuka, because I remember the first time I heard about this word being used extensively was during Cherera, when Cherera had to tell the public at Safari Park that the whole thing was full of opaqueness.
Because of the opaque nature.
Opaqueness. He cited how Chebukati behaved. So he talked about opaqueness. So also this lawyer, Robert KAMWARA, is talking about opaqueness. I sense doom when I see opaqueness. But nevertheless, let's just give it to, let's just assume that all will go well.
On my way here, I had carried 4 stones, but I was denied to come with them. So I'll simply explain them, and I wish you visualize them. And my 4 stones, my lord, one of them is openness, opaqueness.
So Robert KAMWARA also asked, that in Kenya, we know we have income tax, we have VAT, we have the customs tax, we have the excise duty. So he was asking the court to now tell people where housing levy will be categorized. Will it be under VAT? Definitely no. What about customs tax? It can't fit there because that nothing is being imported. What about excise duty? Cannot also fix there. So income tax is now the only place that this housing levy can be roped in amongst the income tax. That's the category. So if that is the case, then that would mean housing levy is a way for government to collect money from people. I mean, that is according to how Robert KAMWARA has framed it. And how he asked the question already tells you that that is the point.
Accountability and ambiguity. The space between the finance bill up to the time of the enactment of the law, there was a lot of ambiguity that took place. No openness came out, and we can comfortably say that the act is purely ambiguous. It is meant to confuse. Initially, it was very clear, but later was meant to confuse Kenyans. The Constitution has only provided for 4 kinds of taxes. That is the income tax, VAT, excise, and customs. We are blind to where housing, affordable housing levy should be allocated. Fine. The legislators are saying, respondents are clearly saying that there is Article 209(2) that allows the creation of additional taxes. The legislators can put in new taxes. Where can we present the housing levy to? It is not clear.
The only way you can categorize housing levy if you say it's under an income tax, is an income tax. Kwa sababu the government is getting income. So if that is the case, then Robert KAMWARA's point that he need to game ya collect pesa from wananchi, that will now be the only explanation to what the government is subjecting Kenyans to. So it's also asked, because it is good to note, and it's good to be, when he was talking about openness, it's also good to tell people how funds will be transferred back if one declined to take a housing unit. Because, the Finance Act was very clear, the finance bill was very clear earlier on that you would be getting a refund if you decline to take the housing unit ambayo umepewa. And then if soon as the change yote, now that narrative ikapotea. So I think Robert KAMWARA is one person ambaye ataangusha hii Finance Act. The points that Robert KAMWARA has issued there, talking about openness, opaqueness, ambiguity, those are very strong points. And these are points, if these are points to be considered, and I think David Majanja should think about this matter carefully. I want to share with you a segment of what Robert KAMWARA said regarding this matter. Just check this video.
The first respondent, in his replying affidavit in paragraph 24 and 25, alleged that the funds were to be governed National Housing Corporation. However, the act is silent where the money is going to be taken to. These are a lot of funds. The month of August itself, a lot of monies were deducted from all these people who were seated here. Monies were deducted from their salaries, but truly the money cannot be accounted for. To now bring to your attention my second point about opaqueness once again. The levy shall be deducted from the gross pay of employees. What is gross pay? The fourth respondent has attempted through an instrument which I would call a public declaration or a roadside declaration. There is nowhere gross pay has been defined. In that case, the public finance management legislation states that there should be clarity. The reason why the Finance Act put in the affordable housing is purely just to collect money, monies that cannot be accounted for. No accountability, despite the fact that we want to collect as much using the ambiguous methods of collecting cash. On my bundle of documents, on paragraph 24, Republic versus Commissioner of Domestic Taxes, so I'll rely on the Bidco Oil Refineries versus Attorney General. The judgment, it was clear that it is within the authority of the legislature to enact legislation governing the manner in which particular form of taxes is to be administered, including the manner in which it is to be imposed. Therefore, the legislation or the legislature did not cover or did not undertake its work to fully ensure that taxes that were being created were not properly collected. Article 201 and Article 10 then can clearly be seen to be infringed. Article 10, accountability, national values, good governance on how the funds are going to be utilized does not seem to be coming out. I wish to demonstrate that in section 84, there was a lot of ambiguity because the fifth respondent purported to appoint the fourth respondent. Be the vice versa, where we have the CS Treasury who should be appointing Kenya Revenue Authority and not the CS of lands appointing Kenya Revenue Authority to do the collection of tax. Under what law was the appointment done? It is clear that there is ambiguity and that there was no clarity on those issues, and therefore the reason why they had to quickly try and circumvent and get the Commissioner of Income Tax putting up something very fast to collect the fund. The first and second respondent justifies the appointment of the fourth respondent on basis of section 75 of the PFM Act. Lords and my ladies, this is not right. Only the CS of Finance can appoint the fourth respondent to undertake collection of revenue, and in that way then, this was actually intentional, I would say, to create more opaqueness on the violation of Article 10, violation of Article 201, funds taken away from members of public from hard-earned money being diverted into accounts that cannot be explained, rightly denying the right of property to members of public, and defying and infringing Article 40 of the Constitution.
So that's it. Robert KAMWARA has sought to put the record straight. He is only seeking for clarification from the courts on where to categorize the housing levy, on why there is full of opaqueness, why there's lack of openness, and why there's too much ambiguity, and why there is lack of accountability. How is this money going to be accounted for? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there, but I'd like to kindly urge you to just go below the comment section there and share your concern about this statement that Robert KAMWARA has issued to the courts to seeking clarification, and also seeking to have the Finance Act stopped completely. So just tell us below the comment section there. I have noticed that so many people who watch our videos forget to hit the subscribe button. Please do so. It's so important if you make this channel grow. And if you like this video gets a chance to be shared on the YouTube platform. It is so important. So ladies and gentlemen, until we catch up again, please stay safe and stay blessed.